Hey guys, my name is Aditi Joseph. I'm a web developer with over 4 years of experience. So far, I've been able to make quite a lot of impacts in the life of young minds that want to transition into tech, precisely web development. And in these 100 days of coding, I'm going to be showing you guys, it's going to be a journey of consistency actually. A journey of real growth where you tend to build quite a lot of potential, be someone confident, be a confident developer. And I'm so happy to tell you guys that day one officially starts today, and we're going to be looking at concepts of programming languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and JavaScript frameworks like React and Next. Basically, this is going to be a very, very beautiful experience for those of you that have been looking to transition to tech. I can assure you 100% that this is really going to help you a lot. Let's dive in. If you have ever wondered how websites like Instagram, Amazon, Netflix are being built, this is your sign to start learning. Hey guys, welcome to the journey. For the next 100 days, I'll be learning, right? I'll be building and sharing everything I know about coding, from beginner level to intermediate to advanced to building real world projects. No fluff, just growth. What is web development? Web development is simply the process of building websites and web applications that run on the internet. Everything you interact with on a browser, from login pages to dashboards, is being built using web development. We have different types of web development. It's actually structured in 3 parts. We have front-end development, we have back-end development, and we have a full-stack development. Now, what is front-end development? Front-end development is basically what users can see and they can interact with: the design, the layout, the buttons, the animations. It's being built using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So everything you're seeing on the web, what users can interact with and they can see on the web, is a mix of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So for HTML is simply hypertext markup language. It basically defines the structure of the website. It can be likened to as the skeleton of the website. While CSS defines the styling and the layouts of the website. I also have JavaScript, which is the master of them all. So JavaScript is the one in charge of the logic, the interactivity, the functionality of the web. Those crazy animations you see on the web, you click on the product, automatically, you click add to cart, it automatically adds to cart, connect you to a payment gateway. Is the work of JavaScript. And also we have the backend development. So backend basically is like an engine happening behind the scene. Backend adults is like the database, but you log in into a platform, like carry-wise, you input your email address, password. You don't know where it's going to basically. So your email address, the password you are inputting as an existing user to this platform, is going to be stored somewhere. That place is being stored is called database. Backend developers handle things like database, authentication, logic, and the tools we use for backend basically is Node.js, databases like MongoDB or Supabase, which we are going to be using. We're going to be looking at Supabase basically for our own backend engine. And the third main part is full stack development. For full stack development, this is simply combining both front end and back end together. We are very vast in front end and back end, so you'll be called a full stack developer. That's basically what it entails. Now, if you're just starting, here's all you really need. We're going to be using tools like Visual Studio Code. So if you are new to this, you can just go to your browser, type of Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code, we actually have a lot of code editors out there. We have Visual Studio Code, we have Atom, we have so many basically. The mostly used is Visual Studio Code, and it's very, very easy to navigate. The environment is very, very easy to navigate. So we're going to be using Visual Studio Code. If you are new to web development, so just go to your browser, type Visual Studio Code, download. Yeah, just type Visual Studio Code. You're clicking this first link. All right, so if you're a Windows user, you can just click download for Windows automatically. Yeah, you can click so to automatically download Yeah, the setup is going to download. So once you're done running the setup, so if you're actually a Mac user, so for those using Mac, can just go online, Visual Studio Code or for Mac. We're going to give you a direct download link or it brings you. So if you're using Mac, you can simply click this. Alright, basically the tools we are going to be using is just our VS Code, a search engine like Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge. But usually I usually recommend Google Chrome. Google Chrome give you one of the best experience as a website developer. Yeah, we're going to be using platform like GitHub. We're going to be using platform like GitHub. We're going to be using. I'm going to be starting from scratch. So if you are new to this, you don't have to be scared. Basically, I'm going to be starting from a beginner level. Now, this challenge is basically about just you showing up every single day, improving step by step, and documenting the process. If you have been learning to code or thinking about to start, this is your sign. So just subscribe, hit the notification button to always get updates as I'll be dropping each clips for day one, day two. If you have been learning to code or thinking about starting, this is your sign. So I want you to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and share to any of your friends, families that you feel want to transition into web development, but they don't have the right resources, they don't have the right platform to learn. So this is a platform where I'm going to be taking you guys on the journey of real growth. Drop a comment in the comment section if you're also starting your 100 days